Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and today I'm making this video because I've got a lot of messages and emails asking me what is Lagna, what is Ascendant, and whether we have to see this transits, the transit videos, taking the reference of Ascendant or the moon sign, right? So I thought, let me clarify what is ascendant and why I and most of the astrologers they make the transit videos taking the reference of ascendant, right? So before I start, I wish all the viewers a very happy, prosperous, blissful, and safe Deepavali. Hope this festival of light brings, in all our life, a lot of bliss and peace, right? Okay, so now first let us understand what is an ascendant or what is a lagna, right? So the sun basically stays in a sign for 1 month, and then it moves on to the next sign. So it covers all the 12 signs in 1 year, right? So during the sunrise, whichever sign is on the eastern horizon, meaning whichever sign the sun is seen through, or whichever sign is on the eastern horizon, is known as the lagna, right? So whichever sign sun is sitting in, that would be the lagna to start off during that day, right? So for example, right now sun is in Tula Rashi or Libra sign. So during the sun rise, so we have Tula Lagna, or we have Libra as the ascendant, and the sun is sitting in the first house. And then the ascendant changes every 2 hours. So every 2 hours the ascendant changes, right? So depending upon when a person is born, so the person will have that sign as ascendant, right? So what does ascendant represent? An ascendant represents basically your personality. It represents you, your physical manifestation, your physical body, your head, your face, your entire body, your personality. And it is said that wherever the lord of the ascendant is sitting in the horoscope, whichever sign it is sitting, most of the physical energy is diverted towards activities of that particular sign, right? That is what is said in astrology, right? Now, why do we basically see all the transits, most of the transits, I would say, taking ascendant as a reference point? Why is it like that? So I follow the North Indian chart because it's quite simple. The ascendant is always the first house, right? So it is said that whenever a transit happens, right? So that particular transit, how is it going to impact a person at a physical level, is seen through the ascendant sign, right? So whenever a transit happens, how is the transit going to impact the life of the person? How is it going to impact things related to the person, like how is it going to impact the person's job, the person's health, the person's monetary condition, so all these things are seen through the lagna. And when we take the moon sign as the reference, it basically shows how that particular transit is going to impact a person emotionally or mentally. Now let's take an example of a Gemini ascendant or Mithun Lagna. Assuming that the moon is placed in the fifth house, meaning it's Tula Rashi or Libra moon sign. And right now for Gemini ascendant, Jupiter is in the 8th house, right? And on 20th of November, it's going to transit into the 9th house. Now, if we see this through the ascendant, what all points it's going to show us? Now, because Jupiter holds two very important Kendra houses for Gemini or Mithun Lagna. It holds the 7th house as well as the 10th house of career, right? So it shows that Jupiter is surely going to impact that person with all the activities related to the 7th and 10th house, also the ninth house, because Jupiter is going there. And sitting in the ninth house, wherever Jupiter aspects, with Jupiter's three aspects, right? So we know Jupiter has, fifth, seventh, and ninth aspect. So wherever Jupiter is aspecting from ninth house, it's going to impact the Gemini ascendant person. So all those things would be impacted by the transit of Jupiter, right? Now, if we take the reference as moon sign, what it shows is how the transit of Jupiter is going to impact the person emotionally or mentally. So, for example, suppose a person is destined to get a new job due to transit of some planet, say Jupiter, right? So, from ascendant we can tell that the person is going to get a good job, how the job is going to be, whether it would be a better job than the previous one, how the person would be paid, how his salary would be, his or her salary would be, and how comfortable it would be, we can tell via ascendant. But from the moon sign we can say, we can predict basically that how this transit is going to impact this person emotionally, whether the person would be happy doing the job, what would be his feelings towards the job. So both the signs matter, but the physical manifestation is very much important because it's going to impact the life of individual physically. That is the reason most of the transits are seen via the ascendant, right? And moon sign is also very important, we cannot ignore that, but that tells the condition of the mind, how emotionally it's going to impact the person's mind, right? So these were my thoughts. I see all the transits via the ascendant. So ascendant is the first house, right? The first house out of the 12 houses is the ascendant, and from the ascendant we need to see which house that particular planet is transiting into, and then we can predict the results based on that movement of the planet into a particular house, right? So if you have any doubts, you can email me or you can WhatsApp me. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I am planning to make a video on the results of 2022 for all the ascendants. So it might take a while because I'm going to travel soon. So, but I'll try to make it as soon as possible for all you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, wish you all a very happy Diwali. See you again soon with another video. Thank you.